Alright guys, let's see what we have here today. This guy had 15 kills in the first half with a 60% headshot percentage and 93 damage around. Honestly, while they're good stats, I wouldn't say they're great. Definitely not something that I'd immediately think is a hacker. That was a decent spray. Again, nothing to be suspicious about. He's going to make his way over here. There is two guys heading up cat. Looks like his teammate has taken a scout shot at them and spotted them out. His teammate goes down. He's able to take out the first guy with a nice shot to the head. Looks like the rest of them are rotating over towards B. Actually, one's coming up cat. And the guy gets the bomb, and he heads back off of it without getting spotted. Now, one of his teammates has flanked around towards long. And that means that they have left B open, because there's another teammate that's up middle. So going B is the correct play from these terrorists, and they seem to be crossing right now. Suspect spotted the first one going into the site. He's planning in the back of the site. The other guy's jumping on top of that box to his left. This guy's going to jump up on top of, actually he's just hopping up over there. Not exactly sure what he's doing. He peeks out and he's immediately taken down. The other guy who's standing on top of the box is taken down as well. Guy on the box probably would have had a better chance if he wasn't standing right up on top of it like that, but he ends up going down. It's a quick timeout called. Luckily we can fast forward through those. So far, I can't say that this guy's doing anything suspicious. One thing I can say is he is most likely smurfing. And he just checks long for a second with his teammate. They kind of do a double AWP setup, which isn't the best setup to do. He has that bot sitting there in the worst possible spot. I guess it's not a terrible spot since at least the terrorist team won't kill him. But it definitely won't help them get any information on radar or anything in that spot. And if the long guy falls back, he's wide open to being destroyed. Still though, all of them went down, and the terrorist is headed towards B, where there is one guy in B tunnels. He's able to take him down, and he gets taken out from behind by the bot. This is actually a comeback game, if you look up there and see that the terrorists are winning 13-6. But as of right now, it looks like the suspect is just having his way with them. He's blinded here, he falls off of it because he couldn't see. He re-peeks, he's able to take the guy down to the corner. Can't say anything too suspicious about that because it is a popular corner to peek out and either pre-fire, or if you see someone, you can typically get the shot off first. That didn't seem too quick. And with the flash coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if he had just peeked it, and as soon as he saw something, just kind of fired the trigger. That being said, he's going to sit back here now and watch towards catwalk. He aims on the guy through the wall, but for some reason I think that was just coincidental. It wasn't like he was following him or anything. Though it's interesting sometimes how some of the angles will line up with where players tend to hold stuff passively. Though the terrorist team is definitely holding passively. Not a single member is moving at this point. They're running out of time at this point. There's 51 seconds left. They're going to have to decide some place to go unless they're going to decide to do a save. It looks like Emu is making his movement over here towards long. Actually, he's going back all the way across T-spawn. Maybe they'll be hitting the B site. The bot's running around. Bot seems to be pushing through long tunnels. Luckily, everyone has rotated off towards B at this point. Puffin's gotten the bomb down at B tunnels, and the last three of them are bunched up. So everyone's going to start collapsing in from all around them. The suspect's rotating over towards B. B player falls back to the back of the site. He's being charged by the submachine gun and rifles. He's able to kill that one guy crossing here. And the last two guys are in sight, but they can't quite get the bomb down in time. Suspect's going to make his way over here towards long. As you can see, there's about 5 guys there. He's scoping in on the smoke, trying to look over to the right side of the smoke because he can see a little bit of where feet would be. But he's going to end up going off of it and rotating back over towards catwalk because His teammate has spotted someone on cat and gets taken out. And he leaves the suspect as, I think, the only guy at A. He has to watch his long and his cat. Right now, he's just watching his cat. I don't know if he knows that his long is open, even though his teammate from long died too. Luckily, his teammate from lower seems to be taking everyone out. He's eventually traded, but that leaves him in a 1v2 situation. And the last two guys, last known locations, were spotted on catwalk. He's watching, one guy peeks out with an AWP, he's able to quickly take him down, and the other guy's walking into sight. He's loud, he can hear exactly where he's at, and he's just going to check this right side of the box. Takes a spam shot at the box, but isn't able to connect with anything. He sees him cross over to the other box, takes another spam shot at that box. The guy cancels his plan again and tries to come out, but the suspect's able to kill him. Honestly, again, he wasn't aimed on the guy through the box, he was going off of sound cues. So far, this entire game seems completely legitimate to me. He's going to make his way over here towards long. He gets flashed over from long, and this guy named Bell is going to push him. He gets taken out pretty easily. You can probably hear my dog barking in the background. Someone's at the front door. Gonna make his way over here towards the A site. I don't see anyone. One guy is gonna push up catwalk. Looks like he's gonna actually stay back on catwalk with the bomb. One guy has control of B, so I'd be surprised if they didn't take the bomb down to B. But this guy is kind of aggressive in middle, and the suspect kind of seemed like he knew that. Maybe his teammate had called it out. Either way, he's gonna make his way over towards B and get into this 1v1 situation with now he's got a rifle. He's going to push through tunnels. Bomb is planted, so while he's coming from tunnels, that's not technically a bad thing since the guy can't take the bomb over to A. Throws a flash in, and as he comes in, he scans around. He doesn't see anyone. Guy is behind the box. He does peek out. One thing I found interesting was that maybe he knew that the guy wasn't going to cross over to the other side, but I would have probably tried checking that box at least for a moment, especially since when he first came in he didn't see anyone. It was a little bit odd that he was only looking at the double box. Gonna make his way over here towards long. Doesn't seem to be anyone here. There is one guy in the T spawn just kind of sitting there, maybe picking middle, and the rest seem to be taking B. They're able to take one of the B players out and actually are able to get the second B player out. He picks the guy at the door, but he gets shot down to 19. There is one guy over here to his left, and he's holding it. The guy peeks out and he shoots him instantaneously. The guy on the bot's able to kill him, which leaves them in a 2v2 situation. It looks like they're both going to come from tunnels, which I don't really agree with them both coming from this direction, but I guess they'll test this out. That guy's able to kill the first guy with his AWP. Where he's at, you can see his gun barrel kind of just sticking out. Pay attention to that. And he peeks out. The suspect does a little bit of damage. He isn't even quite able to finish him off. Looks like the terrorists have this round. So, again, I've seen maybe one suspicious thing and one slightly odd thing, but not quite suspicious at this point from the suspect. He does have 15 kills already. Game is not over, and his team is making a big comeback, really. Score is 14-9. It's averaging 175 damage a round, which is quite a bit. They seem to be pushing up towards catwalk. He's able to take out the first one. Nice little quick flick to that guy. Takes out the next one. He's going to keep peeking. Takes a shot even though there's no one there. Two guys left on the catwalk. One's watching the flank. Two guys are pushing on him. See if we can capitalize on them. Fluke's able to capitalize on the guy in sight, but the guy watching flank is taken down, and Flute tries to go back. His name is Flute, not Fluke, sorry. Either way, he was not able to kill the guys flanking him, and they were able to easily get that round. Suspect's gonna peek here at long. Doesn't see anyone. Looks like there is a guy watching long from that left side of the door. He's gonna throw a Molotov in there and he's gonna rotate off. There is 3 guys in the middle, it seems. Yes, 3 guys coming out middle. One gets taken down by Puffin. This guy's continue watching long. The guy peeks out, he flicks over and takes him out. One guy is working up catwalk, 2 guys are coming out middle. The middle 2 guys have to deal with a crossfire. And one of them's taken out from CT spawn. The last 2 guys are coming out middle. Again, has to deal with the crossfire. One of them is able to trade out the other one, but the guy in CT spawn's still alive, and the suspect peeks it and is able to take him down. I was originally going to do a you decide for this, but it's pretty clear cut to me. So I'm going to say insufficient, 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 and griefing insufficient. Hope you guys enjoyed.